Hi friends, I have been so occupied with an assignment that I'm working on. However, I did want to take a quick moment to speak on this issue because I see this cropping up everywhere. And I'm sure you have too, because this issue is blaring like a foghorn that will not quit, and you cannot ignore this because it seems like every other major company is placing rainbows in their advertising in support of the LGBTQ plus movement. And even some of the apps on my phone suddenly have rainbows on them. All manner of businesses, big organizations are shouting aloud their political and sexual persuasions and support. But what does the individual sexual preferences have to do with their advertising, unless, of course, there's an obvious agenda? And this so-called LGBTQ plus rainbow is cropping up everywhere. It's festering like a plague, far worse than the COVID-19 plague. But the rainbow, which is really a beautiful symbol, is being wrongly associated with debauchery, with perversion, transgenderism, homosexuality, and the like. But I would like to submit to you that there is actually good news, very good news, in fact, in the midst of all this. Because what these LGBTQ plus movements don't realize is that when they wave the rainbow, they are bringing to remembrance God's covenant with his children. Because the rainbow is in fact a powerful prophetic biblical symbol of the divine protection of the Lord. It's also a picture of the Lord's glory, because a rainbow encircles the very throne of God. And you see that in Revelation 4:3.
And he who sat there was like a jasper and a sardius stone in appearance, and there was a rainbow around the throne, in appearance like an emerald.
So, no matter how the rainbow is used today, its true biblical meaning remains. And its true meaning will not get erased. Its true meaning will not be twisted to be ascribed to something altogether different, because no principality, no demonic power can give a new definition to what God has already ordained.
Genesis 9:13-16. I set my rainbow in the cloud, and it shall be for the sign of the covenant between me and the earth. It shall be when I bring a cloud over the earth that the rainbow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. The waters shall never again become a flood to destroy all flesh. The rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth.
By plastering this rainbow everywhere, even if it's perceived by the world wrongly as the sign of the LGBTQ movement, it's in fact provoking the promises of God without their being aware of it. You can slap on a new definition to the rainbow, but that's not the meaning that the Lord has declared. Because his name is above every name, and his word is above every word, because his word is final. He is a holy God, and he is designed for us to be holy, just as he is holy. And the rainbow will never cease to be this magnificent, glorious sign of this everlasting covenant that we have with him. And every time the enemy displays the rainbow, they are unaware of the consequences of misusing and using the symbol, because they are unwittingly performing a prophetic act. They're bringing to mind the promises of God. They are, in fact, inviting his engagement. inviting him to remember what he has promised his children. And when the symbol of the Lord is being misrepresented, judgment is also being called forth to those who ascribe a different meaning to it because they're going against what God has decreed. So it really is quite amazing to understand the spiritual implications behind this. When you see the proliferation of rainbows everywhere, you can be certain that the Lord is being provoked. He's remembering his covenant, and the true meaning of the rainbow still stands. And so, Lord, I thank you that you remember the covenant you made with your children. We are living in a day and age where false pronouns, false identities, false definitions and meanings are just casually taken on and ascribed to individuals based merely on their feelings. But truth will overcome every lie. Biological women are women. Biological men are men. And the rainbow belongs to the Lord. So let the enemy wave the rainbow. Let them unknowingly shout it from the rooftops. The pride movement is loud. It demands attention, but they do not discern the attention that they are actually stirring in the spirit. They do not understand what they are calling forth. The scripture tells us that what the enemy deemed for evil, the Lord turns around and uses for good. The Lord is redeeming what belongs to him, and he is unwavering. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he's unstoppable. I want to leave you with Job 42:2. I know that you can do all things, and no plan of yours will be thwarted. The Lord is redeeming the rainbow